Bacchanal at Gaisuko. Let's fight. Let's fight, folks. Good to have each and every one of you in the ring tonight. Let us know if you're receiving our audio loud and clear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're fired up tonight. Ready to go. Minor technical challenges we're working through. Let's fight, good people. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Y'all know if we don't have a show, we're going to let you know. We're going to put up the notice. But let's fight. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Let's fight, guys. Take some power. Very good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from around the world tonight, guys. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. You know what you got to do when you come into the ring, into the Coliseum, into the stadium. Share it down live. Smash the emoji button, folks. We're fired up and we are ready to go. We're ensuring that we are shared on all the right places, guys. Share, 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 share the live. We're ensuring that we do that. And we want you guys to smash that emoji button as well. Pay some power, folks. Folks, we missed some of you last evening. We missed some of you last evening. I'm coming to y'all the same set. We missed some of you, the same set of folks. We missed some of you. We trust that you guys are well. Boots on the ground, pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. We're happy that you folks are here. We're ensuring that we are shared all the right places as well, guys. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us. We want folks to get valid and credible information. That is what we want. That's our desire, folks. Nothing much. It's little things for us. It's little things. And we're ensuring that we're shared to all of those places. And so, folks, we're asking to pick up the rest for us. Share, share, share to those other places that you guys know that you all inhabit. Your Facebook profiles, the groups you folks are in. Share to WhatsApp as well, folks. Pace and power. We're coming down, folks. We're coming down. We're just about ready at our end, folks. Welcome in the ring, whichever part of the world you folks are joining us from. Love us this new bell. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, folks. Welcome, folks. Welcome, welcome. Good to have each and every one of you here. Pace and power. You know, some of you who didn't shop last evening, belly your chest tonight. Belly your chest. Call some names you didn't see last night. Call some names, folks. Call them out. We're calling them out tonight. Good to have you guys here with us. How you folks are doing? Good to have all the usual suspects are here with us. And we're so privileged. We don't want to say it in a braggadocious way, but we're very privileged that you folks are here. Look who we got here tonight. Allison Cortez and Nelson. Sandra Brotherson says pace and power. Please let us know if you're receiving our audio loud and clear. Do that for us, guys. Junior Gibbs is here as well. Adolphus Jamot is here. We got, I see Randolph Benjamin, Roxana Dessa Jacobs. We beg, but we got sense, folks. Minerva and Pauline Peters. Yep, Maxine Monroe. Good to see Maxine Arena Cummins. Clifton Smith is here as well. Pauline Hawkins is here as well. Folks, I'm just looking for a reason to hit this bell. Good to have you lovely folks here with us, guys. We'd rather know other way. How you folks are doing? Long weekend. Very long weekend. Ended well last evening, and we trust that you guys are great. We were off. We were off last evening to be part of the rally at Burnham Court Parade Ground there. We missed a couple of folks. We throwing belly all chest. That's what we want you all know. Manifa, we see you last night. What about Angela Jordan? Angela gotta come and see you. And I see Joan Wade and Joan Robinson, Samuel Henry. All the Jones are out this evening, guys. Really good to have you folks here with us. We are ready to get into the fight card, and we trust that you wonderful, beautiful folks. We trust that you folks are ready as well. Pace and power, you all know how we do it. We're ready to go. We fired up. And listen, guys. Yonet and Staden Benjamin, Renan Warren. Folks, when we felt the energy of you folks who came out in your thousands last evening. I went off script and talked about story. Good to have you folks nonetheless. Valerie Clark. Really want to say thank you to all of you guys who came out last night. You all showed up and you all show up yourself. And some people were absent, and they got to give a counter. Rest bell in the chest. Better show up, or belly all chest. That's how I'm telling y'all. Veronica Prima Rollins and Sheena Hazel, Mark Sampson, and all the other guys. Good to have you. Is it Ticina and Anthony Edmondson, Marlon Thomas, and all you other beautiful, wonderful folks. We are so privileged that you guys are here with us. We will have it no other way, good people. Most definitely, we'll have it no other way. Pace and power, Yvonne McPherson, Babani, Denise Booker, Carolyn Fraser Kingston, Joylyn Cook, pace and power, pace and power. Good to have each and every one of you here, folks. Good to have each and every one of you. Good peoples, good to have you all. We fired up at this end, guys, and we are ready to go, and we trust that you, beautiful, wonderful folks, you guys are as well. Good to have you, Michelle McKay, and I see Roxanne and Marcia Timothy Ronalds, all the other folks, usual suspects. Good to have. I see Veronica Primo Rollins. I see Romel Bennett is here. Deborah Peters as well. Good to have each and every one of you. Good to have each and every one of you here, folks. We're fired up and we are ready to go. And we trust that you guys are as well. Folks, here's where we're starting from. Here's where we're starting the fight card from this year. We are starting, folks, from around the world. That's where we're starting from. Just to catch up on some things that are happening internationally that we think you folks ought to know about. Folks, do you know the Americans, in light of that, the killing of that, one of the top members of Al-Qaeda, the Americans have issued what they're calling a worldwide caution. A worldwide caution the Americans have issued, folks, as they have killed in downtown Kabul, one of the leaders of the Al-Qaeda's network there, the terror network, they call it, Ayman al-Zawahiri. Yep. A big name there, folks. Ayman or Arman al-Zawahiri. That's the fella's name. Calling my own stuff here this evening. And the State Department issued this advisory telling us a couple of things. For those of you who are visiting, you all are here passing through American citizens. Y'all know some of y'all got y'all dual citizenship. Don't come wrong with funny. Some of y'all like that. Y'all got y'all dual citizenship, folks. But Americans, they want y'all to know a couple of things. FYI, they want y'all to know a couple of things. And they're telling us that they've conducted a precision strike in Afghanistan that killed, Ayman al-Zawahiri, and he was this, they say, Osama bin Laden's deputy successor. Yep. This deputy successor. And in light of that, as we said, we have this warning, we have this caution being issued as terrorist attacks, they say, often occur without warning. U.S. citizens are strongly encouraged to maintain a high level of vigilance and practice good situational awareness when traveling abroad. That's what they're telling us. Good situational awareness when traveling abroad. Be vigilant, they say. Yep. Signs of the times, folks. Signs of the times. And that's one of the things we are following, this advisory out of the U.S. State Department. Yep. Signs of the times. Indeed. Moving on to the fight card, folks. Moving on the fight card. And where we here, folks, this evening, as we move on the fight card, we trust that you folks are well. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, pace and power. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us. We're going down the road, good people. Somewhere in Guyana. You know, some madness happening. Pocketorian confusion power. Somewhere, good folks. Somewhere. Orendon Cook. Somewhere, Linda Booker. Somewhere in this country, Donna Miller. And Debbie Headley and Sharon Alfonso Evans. Somewhere in this country, you got some pocketori happening. Somewhere, folks. And this is what we saw recently. Pocketori. You know, we're different in this country. We're different. Right? None of them boys want to walk away, and there's a post there. What do they do? Them by concrete, wrong the post. So you can walk in down this walkway. And if you're watching yourself too carefully, Patricia Kissoon, Winter David and Carol, Persis Bagot, Simone Ben Williams, and Juliet Mickle, Chandel Moses, If y'all are looking where you're going, isn't the post out in no way? I can see some of y'all saying the post come out in no way. We're different in this country. You see them contractors? You see them contractors that we got? We're different. Them by just concrete, along the post, and keep on moving. So you can walk in good. If you're distracted by your cell phone, for instance. If you're distracted by your cell phone, there's a post come out of nowhere, you know, and right hook to you, heights a flash down. Right there. We're different. Who shared the damn life? Walk around the lantern post. Please and thank you. Romel Gonzalez, Shady Life, Basil Clark, Pratia Phillips, Andrew Griffith. Andrew, thanks for the thing. Pratia, I ain't see you in a little while. Good to have you folks. Basil, I ain't see you in a little while, Basil. Like them boys going busy. Good to see you guys. Folks, we're different in this country. We are different in this country. Ghana is the greatest country on earth. Moving on, if I can, we don't care, you know. We want big passageway, we concrete around the whole lantern post. The whole lantern post, we concrete around it. Who know though? Purgatory, that's the thing self. That is the thing self, folks. That is purgatory, if you ever see it. Look what else we saw today. Folks, the guys there in Matthews Ridge, they say they need some help. The water coming in fast there in Matthews Ridge. Them boys say they need some help. What the government doing? That's why I want to know. What is the government doing? The residents in Matthews Ridge Northwest District reached out to us and said they need help. The water is coming up, folks. The water is rising and they need some help. So we're asking for them tonight. We're asking for the people of Matthews Ridge.
This is the rain we're falling here right now, your ridge, boy. Right? Matthews Ridge Road. This is Matthews Ridge Road right now. Matthews Ridge Road. A flood in Matthews Ridge. Flood. Coco. Yes, Timo, the shopman. You know what the street, you know? Bye, you watch the street for real, bye. Watch. Rain, by God, work, by. Let's see.
Yep. So the good people of Matthews Ridge, they're asking for some help. They're asking for some relief. Government, install, albeit you're going to ship a state. You're the helm. Do something. Do something for the good people of Matthews Ridge. For the rest, we can tell y'all, is it things. Some things are happening. Strange occurrences. People can't explain it. All we can say is the things. When you go down a clear highway, and then you just veer over into the other lane, thankfully, not injuring anyone. How else can we describe it? It's the things. This is what we saw today. Just up the East Coast. It's parking. The fellow was parking. This is a freight container truck. And he's resting nicely on the median. Between you and me, I think the fella falls asleep. The things on the eye. He things on the eye. You know, we don't have those rigid regulations here that drivers must only operate X amount of hours and then they must go and rest and recuperate and so on. You got some slave masters here, you know, and I'm not saying it's this company. They want to work you 24/7. It's neo-slavery. Neo-slavery. They want to work you 24/7. This was up the East Coast. This could have ended badly. Who's sharing the damn live? Who can smash the emoji button for us tonight? And partner with us as well. We don't run out of water. Thanks be to God. You know, there was a tight spot. This could have ended so differently. Thankfully, there were no casualties reported. Thankfully, there were no casualties reported. You see things. Some of y'all know y'all get y'all things. But we can fix it. We can cast them out. That's what we can do. Some of y'all know y'all got y'all things. Folks, wherever you're joining us from tonight, share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for us. Charmin Morris and Glycis Mingo Burn. We saw Glycis last evening. Glycis came, took her selfie and so on. The rest of y'all, belly y'all chest. We got the list. Y'all the black book now. I want y'all know that. Y'all the black book. Jensen Henry, Keith Smith, Mark Sampson, Jem Van Veel, Paula Sandra Forrest. We got black book now. And some of y'all inside. I was talking about boots on the ground, boots on the ground. And when time comes for boots on the ground, we see y'all. Don't come around with funny. Per Anthony, that's what you want to tell them. Don't come around with funny. See things. Probably some of y'all things keep you all home. Arrive alive. Y'all know we always say. Arrive alive. Slow down. Slow down. I love you, arrive alive. Please and thank you. Slow down. Good people. Charmin Johnson, Bellamona. Bellamona's I share ready. Show on Bella chest. Pay some power, guys. Moving on the fight card. Moving on the fight card. Money got to make. Don't come around with funny. Money got for make. Some of y'all like too much of freeness. Y'all can walk funny. Too much of freeness. Money got to make. Perhaps that's what was taking place today at Movie Town. Because at Movie Town, we saw some video evidence to suggest that Hard Rock Cafe was expelled from its spot on the patio of Movie Town. Hard Rock Cafe was forcefully evicted from the patio. That's some information that we saw today. And according to a press statement coming out of the company, we were made to understand it was over old rent, according to Movie Town. But there was a press statement issued, folks, by, I think it was this entity, Hard Rock Cafe. And the press statement reads, Hard Rock Cafe was forcibly evicted this afternoon from Movie Town Mall patio. At approximately 1600 hours, 4 o'clock, the management of Movie Town moved to evict the popular cafe from its patio for unpaid rent, in single uplifted comments, unpaid rent, despite agreeing with the owners of Hard Rock Cafe to allow them to use the area rent-free. And finally, the press statement says, this move by the mall's management will severely threaten the operations of the restaurant that called the mall home from its inception. From its inception. Yep, money got for back. Movie Town said, don't come around with funny. We ain't giving up no free space, even though we tell you that. Yep, that's what the folks say. Money gotta make, money gotta make, money got to make. No freeness. No freebies. Nope.
Nope. They just brought that there.
Yeah. And that was people putting out the chairs. You know, putting out the chairs. Movie Town different. Putting out the chairs.
Nope. They just brought that there.
Yep. Confusion powder, folks. Confusion powder. Guys, Suko, y'all boys says. Y'all remember y'all boys say we had a sugar shortage? Yeah? Says it must be imagination. Sasenarine Singh, he said it was just our imagination running away with us. There's no sugar shortage. Right? It's just a new method where people, the shopkeepers and so on telling you you're only entitled to 1 pack of sugar, and GMC telling you you're only entitled to 1 pack of sugar. There's no sugar shortage, according to Sasenarine Singh, ladies and gentlemen. According to Sasenarine Singh. Well, today we heard some bacchanal. We were previewed to go into the boardroom of Gaisuko. And this is the very day, folks. The very day. Your boy Freddie Kissoon. Y'all know the elevator meeting the top floor these days. Right? In talking about the 2 years governance of the installed Irfanali Jagdio regime. Here Freddie trying to kerfuffle up with. Freddie said it has been a solid 2-year performance that if the passion and purpose are maintained, Dr. Ali should become a transformational leader. It has been a solid 2-year performance that if the passion and purpose are maintained, Dr. Ali should become a transformational leader. It is clear to us as day that Freddie Sugardown, he popping the molly. He Sugardown, folks. He Sugardown, Freddie Sugardown. And on the very day that Freddie is telling us his big fight, verbally, of course, in Gaisuko boardroom, that led Tony Vieira, the vice chair, to resign. Tony says the incompetence of the management that got Gaisuko where it is. That's what Tony Vieira told us. Months ago, Donald Ramanchar said the same thing. The management of Gaisuko is wrong. They know nothing but sugar. Right? They know nothing but cane. Right? 1-2 times it's gone for cane. But they ain't really know about cane. 1 or 2 times it's gone for cane. But they know about cane. So today we were given a sneak peek into Gaisuko's boardroom to show us what all of those billions have been earning us, and would have us know that if you want to believe Freddie, the reality is different. If Freddie's right and everything nice, a solid 2 years, how come Gaisuko looking the way Gaisuko looking? Like in this late stage of his life, Freddie developing kakai. He's popping the Mali. Mali done pop. Yep, he's sugar down. Folks, listen. Be patient with this audio. Be patient with it. Listen to the Ali government, the transformational Ali government, the solid 2-year government. Listen to the professionals in the boardrooms. But if these is professionals in the boardroom, who in the streets? Who in the streets? If this is a professional, folks, I want to carry you into the boardroom, right? Into the boardroom of Gaisuko for a little bit and listen to how them boys is operate, right? Remember the solid 2 years, folks. Listen to how them boys does operate. Listen to them. Listen to how them boys does operate.
It does not take into consideration the due diligence on the part of the supplier who is going to supply the tank. This is what. Now, to bring it short, I respect your view as an engineer, but what I want to do, because we don't want to spend much time on it, here what we can do is appoint a committee of the directors. They will look into the matters. They will interview everybody, including the technical person, and they will submit the report to the board of directors within 10 days. I suggest the committee should be comprised of vice chairman, who has a tremendous knowledge and understanding, Mr. Vieira, Mr. Paul Chung, Mr. Jay Pitta, and the chairman of the procurement committee. Okay, all of you sit, you interview each one of them, any members. Okay, I will ask you to sacrifice much of your time, do a report, because we don't want to discuss here which this tractor is gooder. But one thing is absolutely certain, we need tractors, therefore we should expedite this process as quickly as possible. This committee will be, because it's very learned members, and you can take inputs from any technical member and come out with your report.
The chairman, am I hearing correctly that you've not allowed the executive management to have a report on what we listened to for 38 minutes? Is that what I just heard?
Yes, that's what you
Yeah, but if the-
I am not speaking to you, sir. I'm speaking to my chairman.
I'm saying that
Please
that's what
stop being a parrot.
okay.
I'm jumping on what?
Mr. Chairman.
I'm stopping on what?
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
I am asking, you just committed a situation whereby the executive management does not have the right of rebuttal.
If you did not listen to me carefully, he will listen, their committee will listen to each and everybody, including the executive.
Chairman, but it is unfair. It's a violation of justice.
Okay.
That we listen for 38 minutes
Okay.
to one person who has exercised an opinion, which is at variance to a committee appointed by, you were there, Mr. Chairman, when His Excellency the President instructed the Honorable Minister to appoint an independent committee of persons outside of Gaisuku. That committee was headed by the most senior engineer in the Ministry of Agriculture called Mr. Lionel Wordsworth, and they chose their team. They came up, Chairman, you were not stopping Mr. Duque. Why are you trying to shut down my free speech? And why are you making this unfair? Where is the fairness in this room? So, Mr.
Are you questioning my
No, Mr. Chairman, I'm asking for the right to rebut. The other directors are here, they witness. One person spoke for 38 minutes. I am asking for permission for the technical engineers to have the right to rebut some unsubstantiated point, because what I just heard is not empirical evidence. I heard anecdotal information, guesswork, fantasy. And I would like the facts and the empirical evidence to be presented. I have no problem with the subcommittee, but Mr. Chairman, you are telling the President of this country his opinion and the Minister's opinion is irrelevant. That is what you just did.
Let me say one thing here.
Chairman, we have a right to respond.
Members of
We
the
have a
board-
right to respond.
Members of the board, let me take a note of this. The behavior and tone and
No, I want to make the notes. We have a right to respond.
No.
Chairman, you have to give us a right to respond.
No, no.
You have no business to shout.
Well, I'm telling you, you're being unfair. You're not following corporate ethics, sir. You are being out of order here.
I am not out of
You are out of order.
Okay.
The thing has to have a right to respond. If you make an allegation, the alligator has a right to make an allegation, and there has to be a right to respond. It is called natural justice. You are being unfair. You are being biased, you're being prejudiced. You need to give us the right to respond to the technical points. We don't have time for the personality issues, but we need to respond to the technical things. Chairman, please, I'm asking you this, because I will be writing to my Honorable Minister to tell him what took place here today under your watch. Because we need a right to respond. So I'm asking. So, Chairman, there's 3 questions I want to ask. Mr. Duque, through the chair, have you caused the use of an articulated tractor with its current modern technology, either at Rosal or any other estate, since 2020? I ask the question, Mr. Duque, as your boss, I'm asking you a question. Have you caused the use of an articulated tractor with its current modern technology, either at Rosal or any other estate since 2020?
If I caused the...
Yeah, if you caused to use one of them.
No, I don't know.
No, you didn't. Were you present at Albion during the entire process when the ministerial team of independent engineers headed by Mr. Lionel Westworth was doing their evaluation?
No, that was not.
You weren't there. Good. Are you a trained agricultural engineer?
If I what?
Are you a trained agricultural? You are not, because the record says we only have 2 trained agricultural engineers, and they're sitting here. And they don't even have a chance to say the facts technically. This is our actual job. Chairman, unfortunately, you have lost my confidence here today. Because you have not been fair to this executive management. We have a situation at Alpha that is of a national catastrophe. Not one day you found the time to spend with us on it. But you got the time to deal with this Mexican this interrogation, and you only allow one side to speak. It is unfair. You have basically not done justice to this company. Can we allow the engineers to respond, Chair? He spoke for 38 minutes. 38 minutes, one-sided. It was an invective, it's an imagination he's going on with. Let's hear the facts. Why are we hijacking the facts? Are we trying to prejudice the outcome? Are we trying to design what is the outcome? Are we trying to tell the minister that he has no opinion because the team that he appointed, they don't have a say? Is that what you're trying to do?
Chairman,
Let him finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, you finish?
Chairman, I would like my technical...
I'm the chairman. You cannot direct me.
Chairman, I'm not directing, but it is only...
Don't direct me.
I am not directing. I'm saying to you, they have a right to respond.
Have you finished?
I am saying to you, they have a right
Have you
to respond.
finished?
I am saying to you, they have a right to respond.
shut up.
Have you finished?
Chairman, I am submitting that we all have a right to respond. Everybody in this room. You cannot just have Mr. Duque is not the ministerial committee. The ministerial committee is open. And the technical engineer have a right to respond. That is all I'm saying. We're not asking for 38 minutes, we're asking for a few minutes to clarify a lot of the misconception and untruths that was presented here today, as if it is facts. So are you going to sell us untruths? Is that what you here sitting doing?
Chairman, can I say something?
No.
I am not only speaking to
I
my
would like
chairman.
to say something. You can't decide who's
I am
speaking.
only
You
speaking to
can't
my
decide who's
chairman.
speaking in here. You can't decide who's speaking in here. You are not a member of this board. You're an ex-co member. You better ask your legal team what that
You
means.
need to understand.
You're not a member of this board. You don't
need
vote
to
on this
understand
board.
This is a bilateral conversation.
It's not a
Know your
bilateral
place.
nothing.
Know your place.
Know your place. You have no idea of your place. Since I sitting down here for
This
2
is
years,
a
I live with a man
bilateral
who have no
conversation.
idea of corporate structure is supposed to be.
Can I just say something?
The technicians have a right to respond. Come on, we can't sit here and allow this unfairness. This feels like Loin Field. I was sitting there when this was happening. He was sitting there when this was happening. We went through this in our life. And to do it again and see you do it, Mr. Chairman, you're feeling like Mr. Loin Field all of a sudden.
That's your good job, you watchman the box.
Can I say something?
That's the only job you ever do, you're competent to do. Watchman the box. That's all you ever do that you could do.
I'll get
It's
over.
time for watchman box.
Chair, can we ask Mr. Can I say
No.
something?
Let me say.
You got to put in the place, man. He's been coming for 2 years, he's punishing all of me in this room.
Hold on. Let me people here. Chairman, if I hear you, you are appointing a subcommittee. And in that subcommittee, in terms of reference, if I gather what you're saying very briefly, that everybody will have, all concerned parties, executive management and wherever will have an opportunity to interact with the subcommittee, and the executive management will have to interrogate Mr. Duque's report.
Yes, that's correct.
So I think if you could just set out what the brief terms of reference that gave the opportunity for corporate management to at that forum to ventilate all the concerns they have and to interrogate in its entirety the submission by Mr. Duque.
But what happened to the minister's report? This was never discussed.
No.
This morning when I spoke to the minister, he asked me to bring it to this board for discussion. Are you saying to me you are going to ignore a ministerial
Now you have finished.
The ministers asked me for this to be brought to the board.
Did we not? Chairman,
No. Let me finish.
we already wrote our decision to advise the board that this year,
Oh, you already
trial,
conceived this future?
we wrote a letter to the minister saying that we are rejecting that report as being prejudicial because we, no member of the director, not a single director of this company was at that thing. And the entire thing was concocted to give game an advantage.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture.
Honorable fool, we are saying we're not accepting it. I am not accepting it. That's say you are an honorable fool.
No, but you cannot call my minister a fool, sir.
I didn't call
No,
him.
not at all.
I didn't call him. I called you
I
a fool.
reject that.
I call you a fool.
This
I
is
didn't
a
want to do so.
ministerial appointed
When I spoke to the minister, and I told the minister that
He
he
appointed
conducted this trial in the absence of every member of this board, he almost fell off his chair. He said at all times, we keep telling you, you can't make decisions without your board. And here it is, you have conducted this
Chairman,
trial.
I didn't make this, I didn't appoint this committee.
Now you are finished, will you stop it?
No, I would like
No, no,
the
no.
technical
Please stop it.
managers
And the
to
chairman.
respond to the lies that I heard today. How can we allow lies to stay? Is that what you are standing here doing?
Finally, you
There's no fairness in this room. This is massive corruption. Massive
The only
corruption.
corruption in this room is the over
Massive
there.
corruption. And I know there's a stare for tractors, but let me give you the facts. From January to now, I have spent $9.4 million on the John Deere tractors because the front axle is malfunctioning. That is what is being foisted upon us. The John Deere tractor doesn't have those maintenance issues. But if you had taken the time to read the ministerial review, you would have understood that there's a maintenance problem around the John Deere tractor. And these young men have lots of technical nuances to expose the deficiencies of the John Deere tractor. But this is a rig. This is a low-end field. There is no chance for them to have their say. 38 minutes.
How dare you say that?
38 minutes. This is a rig.
Tell this chairman.
You know it is a rig, and I'll tell him it's a rig. And he can go to who he wants. I'll tell him it's a rig. He is rigging this process.
This thing shouldn't come.
He's rigging this process because how can we sit here and allow one side to speak and not all sides? It is unfair. There is no natural justice. What nonsense is this? And we are all big men and sitting and watch this rig happen. And there you have a biased person trying to push it through, Mr.
Don't call me no biased person. Next time you do it, you're going to
There we have a biased person.
All right, good. Is that recording minutes? You're accusing me of wrongdoing. All right. That's good. I'm saying if there is a bias in this room, I'm hauling you in front of a judge. So help me God for hauling you in front of the judge. You can't keep doing that to me. I'm more honest than you could ever be in your entire life.
Sure.
What all you're doing over there is trying to force this company to buy a tractor which you can't really afford and can't work. The committee and the minister, you deceive the minister just as how you deceive all the members of this board. You are a deceiving person all the time. That's all you do. A dishonorable, deceiving person. That's who you are. And I'm not going to sit down here and more take this crap.
Yeah, I think meeting should be about it.
Okay, what, gentlemen, sorry.
Chairman, we have the important thing of IFLOOD to discuss. The President was there and there's a report to be made to you on what is happening at IFLOOD. And if you don't allow it, then we can't, how are we going to move forward on IFLOOD? Mr. Director Peter asked for an agricultural improvement report to be made today. There are more important things to deal with.
No, let me
Chairman, I'm just asking for my technical advisors to respond to these lies. That's all I'm saying. I'm asking for the technical advisors to respond to the lies. There was a lot of lies spoken here, and we need to clarify them.
Mr. Chairman, can I ask as a member of the board that given what the circumstances prevail here, I consider it not very conducive to have other business. I move that we abort this meeting and reschedule for another. I support that.
Okay, fine. Okay, but before you go, note it down one thing, okay? The CEO behavior, tone and tenor of his speech was totally unacceptable.
And so was the Vice Chairman, And so was the Vice Chairman.
Okay, totally.
And so was the Vice Chairman who threatened the CEO. He did, they already said.
Not dead. You don't do things.
He
did.
He did. No, I don't care. The point is that the truth be told. Don't bring lies to me. My integrity is unquestionable. I don't live with Venezuela. I don't live with Venezuela. I don't live with Venezuela. I don't live with Venezuelan prostitutes. I don't live with Venezuelan prostitutes. I want you to know that. Wow. Well, it's you caused it. With your lies. Blatant lies you brought here. You were in 19 years. You brought blatant lies to this board. And it was being locked up when we bought these lies. Nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. What manner of awful.
Yep. Was the Venezuelan prostitute to me? Was the Venezuelan prostitute for us in this end, folks? Was the Venezuelan prostitute for us? Yep. And remember, folks, remember. Why you remember? Your boy Freddie, he said I had a solid 2 years. Your boy Freddie said I had a solid 2 years. And if the passion and purpose are maintained, Ali should become a transformational leader. Wow. And this is Guy Suko. Guy Suko made $1 profit since they come in. He made $1 profit. Freddie says that Irfan is on track to become a transformational leader if they continue this passion and purpose. Oh, this thing want more people. This thing want more people. It want more people. Freddie said with a straight face, right? All this pocket-touring confusion powder at Gaisuko. You see them trench crappers and jagabats? That's one of the meetings. You see trench crapper behavior? The man talking to the chairman like he's a valet, like he's a housekeeper. Yep. The man going soon, you know. The man going soon. Watch you see. Get a spectator, you're quiet, you like, man. You're quiet. Where's Lacho? Where's Leon Goberdan and them folks? You're quiet. Hold on. That's a board meeting, good people. That's a board meeting. Believe it or not, that's a board meeting. Freddie said that's a solid 2 years. A solid 2 years. Yeah. It's good. Oh, somebody advised Freddie, take your medication and walk your dog. Take your medication, walk your dog, and mind your business. Please and thank you. Medication, wicked, stinking, dirty. Walk your dog. Solid 2 years, look. What solid 2 years coming here? Yeah, remember this? Vice News. Undercover in Guyana. Guyana for sale. Exposing Chinese businesses in South America. Vice News, folks. Freddie said them boys had solid 2 years. Solid. Solid 2 years them boys had. Solid. Vice News. Undercover in Guyana. Exposing Chinese businesses in South America. Solid 2 years. Solid. Well, Christopher Ram doesn't think so. Christopher Ram thinks these 2 years solid tal. Christopher Ram believes that the audit office could step in. Right? Christopher Ram believes the audit office can step in and that it has the power to take on a Jagdeo and Sue investigation. Freddie the one said, no, solid 2 years. Who is Sue? Me here with her yet. Me not social media, sir. I don't have a Facebook account. Who is Sue? Take your medication and go walk your dog, man. Christopher Ram says the audit office has the authority to step in here and do an investigation. Christopher Ram, advocate for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Christopher Ram, please talk to Freddie for us. He said he had a solid 2 years. And if Irfan continue, he can be a transformational leader. You got to transform Kaisuka board meetings into one of professionalism, cordiality, and all the other things that go with such meetings. If you do that, perhaps you got your foot in the door. Freddie said they had a solid 2 years. And Irfan could become a transformation leader. You could transform your size. Right? Sugar down, sugar up, perhaps. Christopher Ram. But last night, folks, last night was pace and power. Last evening was pace and power. And some of y'all know y'all wicked, stink, and dirty. Wicked, stink, and dirty. You know, I hear them boys get running this whole day. Instead of telling the boys, bring the toilet paper. They wash him all the time. Bring the toilet paper. They wash him all the time. Pace and power last night. I missed some of y'all's belly all chest. Belly all chest now. Folks, we went outside last night. That's why I want y'all know. We went outside. Who expects? Don't come wrong with funny. I was good seeing Pollyanna Charles and Steffi Brown and Henry Irvin. All the folks who went on the ground, boots on the ground last night. I know some of y'all didn't take off your boots yet because you're ready to go again. Was boots on the ground last night. I shake Norton hand, he shook my own. Who get a handshake could vex? Who didn't get a handshake could vex? I shook Mr. Norton hands last night. I shook his hands as he was declaring there. I do not shake hands with my oppressors. Ali one handshake. You better go and sanitize the voters list before we have an election. It's a handshake you want, huh? You want man shake, yeah? Some of y'all go walk funny. Some of y'all go walk funny. The bill didn't even pass yet. You want man shake your hand, huh? You walk funny. Pace and power was last night. Where y'all went last night? I missed some of y'all. I miss some of y'all, you know. You know, the choices can't come on the ground, you know. The choices can't come on the ground. I miss some of y'all last night. All the boots on the ground. Where y'all call the rally? Where y'all meeting? It's just mouth. I said a mouth. Right? I said a mouth. The folks who didn't turn up last night, I want excuses. Right? You know when you come late to the meeting? Not meeting like guys who go. Guys who go when you come late to the meeting, they look at this, punch out your lights. Look at this, punch out your lights. All right? When you come late to meetings, you got to buy lunch or something. For your absence last night, whatever you were planning to contribute this month to our program, you got to contribute twice. You got to contribute twice. Look how we can see plenty of y'all next time. Look how we can see plenty of y'all next time. You got to contribute twice. And remember, God is watching us, but not from a distance. Good. See, watching you. You know who went last night? We see some of y'all. Folks, whole day. We see Alia Waldron. And this one of them is barring up. Duncan, your parliamentarians wasting time. We put you out there for when you rally call in, hold me back, hold my shirt, hold my skirt. Looking for Ali last night. I ain't see Ali yet. I saw Rhonda Lane. I saw Glycis Mingo Born. Those are the folks we saw. Lots of other people too. It was pace and power last night, folks. Pace and power. But some of y'all want y'all hand hold. Y'all know y'all able. Y'all know y'all able way Archer. They want the hand hold. Y'all gonna walk funny. That's all I'm telling y'all. Y'all are going to walk funny. We holding no hand. Folks, this is us. Them were waves. Says we had an estimated crowd of 3,000 persons. Right? There's that Freddie, you know. Left it up to Freddie. Freddie said them boys are a handful. Them boys are a handful around the stage. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't see good transformation leader. All the Freddie column fit for you. Take it and wipe your ass. 3,000. Damn our waves tell us. 3,000 persons attended the rally at Burnham Court. This is them waves. 3,000. And you know them waves little thing-ish. You know them waves little thing-ish. Little lean-ish. Slight. So for them waves, they said you had 3,000 people. Burnham Court last night. You know it take a lot out of them. You know it take a lot. They have to strain. It take a lot of them. 3,000 people. Plus, I would say a modest 5. On the ground, plus the thousands more watching. Folks, you showed up. Big thank you. Big thank you. Did you get a handshake last night? Did you get a handshake last night? Yeah. But we don't shake hands when we oppressors. That's what we want y'all know. We do not shake hands with our oppressors. Don't come around with funny. We don't shake hands with our oppressors. That's what I want y'all know.
I want people to know I shake hands, but I do not shake hands with my oppressors. I can shake hands. If you treat me, if you treat my people, if you treat all Guyanese as equal, you will get a handshake. But for now, you could put the handshake according to what Born used to say, we're paddy putty nuts. My friends, it is easy for some. It is easy for some to talk about protocol and decorum. But if they go into our villages, they will understand what this regime, is doing to the people of Guyana. Let me remind you, at Mocha on the East Bank, they are seeking to remove people who live on these lands for years, taking state money to give them so that they could give their rich friends. We say no to that. Mocha must come out and stand with our people because they live there. It is the land for them, and we shall not be moved. My friends, the first thing they said was that the road was going to pass where the people were. Then the road passed without offending the people. All they want to do is take away the land from people. At Kuru, where people were given lands years ago, they are seeking to take those lands away from those people to give to Irfan Ali, Jagdio, friends, and Kavakamites. We say no. At Firish, they're doing the same thing. Linden on the Rockstone Road, they are seeking to move people. I am going to Linden. We are going to mobilize against them. We have a right, like any other Guyanese, to land in this country. My friends, you know, I travel and meet people a lot. I want to tell you something that has actually happened. I went over the river, invited by citizens, and I'm saying to you, citizens of both ethnic groups, Indo-Guyanese and Afro-Guyanese. Let me tell you what has happened. These people only commit one crime. You know what is the crime they committed? They got those lands while the APNU AFC was in office. And what does the PPP proceed to do? First of all, when the PPP attempted to take away the lands from them, they went to court. And the court ruled that they got those lands legally. And the Irfan Ali who wants to shake my hand is a hypocrite. The people have two possible entrances to their lands. They can go through Kaisuko Kampang from Wales, and the PPP, using the guard service they control, is prohibiting those people from going through to meet the lands. The other alternative, they can go wrong in Bel West and come across. You know what the PPP did? They dug a canal so that the people can't get on the land. They can't put no equipment on the land. Tell me if I must shake such a hand. I want to hear you. Must shake the hands of people like that. My friends, it pained me when a young Indian man said to me, I have cows behind there. They're dying and people in the community carrying them away because I don't have access. That is the reality. It is both political and ethnic discrimination.
Yep. That's the reality, folks. Sadly, folks, that is the reality. Sadly, that is the reality. That being said, that's our time. That's our we shaking hands with the oppressors. We're not shaking hands with our oppressors. We shaking hands with Sasenarine, who can't run Gaisuko, wasted 2 years of which time, wasted billions of dollars, taxpayers' dollars. We're not shaking hands with Sase. We're not shaking hands with the fund. Definitely, we're not shaking hands with Jack D.O. We're not shaking hands with our oppressors. Full stop. Who vex lose? We have to explain myself. It's big people here. We ain't gonna explain myself to nobody. We're not shaking hands. We're not shaking hands. This COVID season, monkeypox and all that. How you know what you are putting in your hands? Never see out nobody proper. You know what you put in your hand? You want to shake hand, no? You can walk funny. Handshake. But we see some of y'all. I ain't forget some of y'all. I ain't see some of y'all boots on the ground. Folks, the next rally is going to be soon. Boots on the ground. And we hope you guys come. I want to see 3,000. I want 6, 7, 8,000 of you to show up. They're trying to lock us out of the parliament. Lock us out of the public sector. Lock us out of meaningful employment, meaningful engagement, inclusivity. Lock us out. But we can meet. And they can hear us. They can want we come in. When we done with them. They can open the door wide. Ainsley, I saw Ainsley last night, Ainsley Morgan. Saw Ainsley last night. Ainsley was boots on the ground. Y'all don't come wrong, Ainsley funny. Ainsley was boots on the ground last evening. Good to see you, Ainsley, and all the other folks. We had a fantastic time. It was a good meetup. We got to do it again. And we will do it again shortly. Everybody's still in the toilet now, you know. Still in the washroom. That being said, folks, that is our program. And that's our time. Folks, we can't do this thing without you. We can't. We just can't. We can't. That's what I'm telling y'all. Partner with us so that we can continue moving forward, guys. Y'all know we're available by Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, MMG, MoneyGram, and Western Union. These folks are just calling us a check for just highlighting these services all the time. You know? We're coming down, folks. Still trying to wrap up last month. Still, you see with the red bars there in the battery? That's where we're there. That's where we're there. But we're coming down by God's grace. And your love and your support, we can meet where we got from meet. Jagabats and trench crappers. We're having it. Folks, before you go this evening, share the life. Partner with us, especially you, Seth, who went shop last night. Especially you. You got double this month. Belly, I'll just see your hair, your throat. You get yourself quick. Shop this month, folks. Good to see you, folks. That being said, good people, that is our program. That is our time. I really want to say thank you to all the folks on behalf of the opposition parties, on behalf of all of us. I really want to say thank you for showing up last. Y'all really show off yourself. The energy, folks. The energy last night was unbelievable. Y'all miss out. Don't miss out the next time. Don't. All right. I done talk. Folks, before you go, ensure the partner with us. That's our program for tonight. Share the live before you go. Smash that emoji, good people, and partner with us. Share the damn live. Smash the emoji button and partner with us. Good to see you, Erica Hooper, Nalda Grant, Sonia Massey Cobb. I see Sandrine Beard is here as well. Sister Mercy and Ingrid King. I see Bernadette James is here too. I see Allison Kors. I see Kim Walker. GT Root Gal is here. I see all of you folks, Sharika Phillips and Idris Williams. Sandra Hanover. Auntie Sandra, how you doing? Pace and power, Auntie Sandra. Pace and power. I see Portia. Pop Skull is here as well. I see Cassandra Keeler is here. Folks, I see Jeffrey Bowery is here too. Share the live, smash that emoji button, and let me go down the road. Pace and power, share the time live. That's our time. That's our program. Stay safe, folks.